Hey, there's your Wisconsin wine guy. Welcome back to another wine review. But before we get to that, let me first say thank you to everyone that follows me and everyone's been spreading the word about the Wisconsin wine guy. We have now hit 700 followers. Whoa! Congratulations to us. Let's keep pushing. Let's keep pushing it and push this over 1,000 as soon as we can. Let's start having some more fun. So now, for those of you who are new, who are just recently joined, this is about the wine reviews are about wines that you can find on the shelves of your local liquor store, grocery store, and some wine shops. I give a taste of these wines and give you my personal opinion, what I think of these wines. By no means is it the rule of law, but I give you my opinion of what I think about them. You know, is it a good buy? Is it a bad buy? But I use the infamous thumb rating system. Thumbs up means that I recommend this wine. Give it a try. Let me know what you think of it. 3/4, you know what? I had this one at a party, or if I had it at a party and I was rocking with it, and it was really rocking with me, I would purchase some bottles and share this with my friends, or sometimes it would just be drinkable at the party. Halfway, there was something about this wine that didn't work for me, you know, but doesn't mean that it's not a good wine. It just didn't work for my palate. You give it a try, let us know what you think. Thumbs down, that's always an easy one. And then there's always the infamous double thumbs up. Every now and then that will appear on certain wines. Haven't given out a lot of those in the past few years, but when it happens, it's an exception. So now let's get to today's show. For those who've been following me for quite some time, you know that there are certain wine regions I enjoy, but it's oftentimes, especially in my market, hard to find, you know, some of those wines from those regions in our countries. And one of those, which we're going to be doing today, is going to be South Africa. I dig me some South African wines, whether it be reds or whites. Back when I had a wine shop several years ago, you know, introduced some South African wines into the area, to the community. You know, that's when Pinotage was just really hitting the market, I should say. Yeah, hitting the market across the United States. There was some good, some bad, but when you found the good ones, boy, woo! You know, and then the Chenin Blancs, the white, I mean, these were their go-to grapes. Of course, the cabs were great as well, you know, but these were their go-to grapes, and the Pinotage and the Chenin Blanc. Now, you'll probably find it pronounced as Steen, S-T-E-E-N, but that's the South African way of calling this grape Chenin Blanc. So now, this is by M.A.N. Vineyards, and we are looking at 2020 M.A.N. M-A.N. On the back of the bottle, it says here that the winery is named because it started with family and friends, and it's the initials of the wives, Marie, Annette, and Nikki. M.A.N. M period, A period, N period. So M.A.N. family wines, you know, and so I went and checked out their website, you know, to find out a little bit more about the wineries. One of those I never heard of, but it looked very interesting, you know, on the shelf. So I picked it up. So it has here a lot of good information on the label here. You know, this is integrity and sustainability. You know, so sustainable farmed. You know, and I also discovered, you know, that it's dry farm. So two things. Let's back it up here. Bush vines, you know, back when I had a vineyard, I tried many different growing methods for my wines, or vines, and one of the methods that I found success with was bush vine. And we're talking about not the fancy trellises, the T shape and all that, but just simply just a natural looking bush for the grapes. So in South Africa, you'll find, especially with the Chenin Blanc, you'll find a lot of bush vine plantings. And also for this particular winery is going to be dry farm. What is dry farm? That means that the only time these vines will receive water is when the rains come. All right. And I did some of that also here, you know, when I was growing vines. I found that for myself produced, you know, really hardy vines and also produced some really good fruit. So dry farm they do there. Anything else? All right. Oh, their first Chenin Blanc was planted in 1977, so we're talking about 45-year-old grapevines, right? So let's get to it. Screw cap. You know how I feel about screw caps. You know, if the wine is bad, it went into the bottle that way. All right, so M.A.N. family South African wines. Oh man, it's been a long time since I had a wine from South Africa, so I'm really looking forward to this. You know, I call the Chenin Blanc a Pinot Grigio or Oak Chardonnay alternative. You know, and most of us probably have Chenin Blancs. You probably know the Vouvray, you know, the Chenin Blanc from France, whether it be demi-sec or just dry. But this is going to be from South Africa, you know, but Chenin Blanc has its origins coming from France, as with most of the grapes. All right, oh, something else they do, which is unique. Free run. So they let gravity, they make the wines from the free run juice. So after the grapes are tossed into the bin, you know, and the natural weight of the grapes and gravity is just releasing the juices. So that's what they're utilizing to make the wines. And then the wines are also rested on the lees to extract more character, more flavor, more body to the wine. So this is coming in at 13.5% alcohol. And believe it or not, I found this wine in 2020 at $9.99. Wow, that was a fantastic buy. Now on the nose, wow, it's very nice. You get citrus. Oh, wow, you almost get that mineral nose smell, like soil. That's South African nose, man. That's South African dirt. You definitely pick up on that. Wow. But it has a nice fruity nose, ripe fruit, peach, maybe nectarine, little apple. Ooh, wow. I mean, it's very aromatic on the nose. Now, here we go. You know how it goes here for those who are new. We do a two-step tasting process. That first is going to be a rinse. Let's just rinse it all over my mouth, get a full mouthfeel of this wine. Wow. That's really nice. I mean, the flavor the aroma that I'm telling you about, and the taste, oh, my mouth is watering too. That is just bursting with flavor on your mouth. Very clean tasting, you know, crisp, nice. I think this would be great for food and just great for overall drinking. I enjoy drinking nice, crisp. Wow, my mouth is watering, but it's not like New Zealand acidity. You know, it's just a nice balance, well blended. Ooh, and that flavor, that finish is just so nice. You know, I'm even gonna go a little bit of a subtle mandarin orange on this. You know, or the juice. I picked up a little bit of it on the nose, but when I taste it, I go, wow, that's confirmed. I mean, so this is like burst with many different flavor, you know, profiles. Wow, that's nice. You know, it's typical of the Chenin Blanc. If it's made right, it can be bursting with nice fruit flavors. Ah, wow. Now that was just my rinse, and I'm digging this. So you already know that I'm digging the wine, all right? So now let's give it a taste. Wow, what a clean tasting wine. Again, that time it spends on the leaves, you get that subtle weightiness, you know, on the palate. Nice mid palate of fruit, nice acidity, and then you get that nice mineral, that soil finish. You know, if there's such a thing, which there can be, but you get that nice soil finish. I mean, once you taste wines from South Africa, you never forget it. The last time I had a South African wine was a few years ago, but that taste just stays with you, just like, you know, the wines from Chile and Argentina. Well, I'll say Chile. One more taste. Wow, I'm just all over this wine. So, the M.A.N. M period, A period, N period family wines, 2020 Chenin Blanc. There may be 2021s out, but if you can find this, it'd be great. Free run Chenin Blanc. Your Wisconsin wine guy is going to give this wine a double thumbs up. You know, I mean, there's a lot to be said about white wines. You have some people who just strictly stick to red wines, you know, but you miss out on a lot when it comes to white wines. And like the red wines because of the body, the tannins, the structure, you know, the complexities. But there's a lot that exists in white wines too, you know, and I dig white wines. I dig all wines. So your M.A.N. family wines, 2020 South Africa, again, your Wisconsin wine guy gives this a double thumbs up. You won't go wrong with this one. I hope you don't go wrong with this one. I'm enjoying it. I'm going to continue enjoying this on this nice, crisp winter day. And it's your Wisconsin wine guy saying, as always, let your palate be the guide when selecting your wine. And I'll see you next time. Ciao.